think it's safe to rest here now.
Gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
it's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well...
Hey.
Pardon me.
what the hell? Do you guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just Daemons from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
Can't get out of this!
You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Leave the charges to me!
Dragon form!
I'll smash you!
I'm only now! Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
There!
My turn!
Dragon form!
Everlasting darkness! I'm ready!
Kizara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Yeah.
Hey. Hmm? You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem.
don't sense any more enemies.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Haros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die. Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans, too.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just...
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed. That is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
We're so high up.
sure wish we could go on vacation.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for us to unwind a little for once.
Not like we've got the gall to spare for it, though. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff, either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Haros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just Don't be too hard on yourself. I wonder if something happened. No way! All right.
Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help. You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them. I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
Huh?
Well... Yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
The heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies?
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well...
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
Not in the castle, not in town. Where did he go?
No idea, but let's try searching the city.
It's all... Always seat of the pants with you, isn't it?
Okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here?
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it. You knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah.
Coming through! I'm not done!
You got
Swallow Blade!
Gemini
Elusive
Aqua!
deity!
Lightning Raging Cascade!
Here I come! Swallow
Please now!
Blade!
These ones can run rings around us!
Dragon Swarm!
Hear me! Flame of
Swallow Blade!
Burning Orb! Burning Strike! Whoa!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Elusive deity! Take this!
Can you take it?
Gemini Aqua!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah!
To me!
On your knees.
Glacial Spear!
No escape!
I can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way. What about you?
Just watch and see.
Wow. Look what I just found.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long... What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is... transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balseph, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird...
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the... Lovtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Get lost!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
You're mine!
Shattering? Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Slash! Sword rain out!
Ready,
over.
start! Alright,
Take it!
now!
Swallow
Get toasty!
Burn strike! Not a chance!
Radiant blood! Here!
Slash!
Shining super now!
Didn't even break a sweat.
You think we can take that Zoogle?
If you're gonna fight it, I'll cover you.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Handle this. Here goes.
And look at
It's a duel of the honor. Here one goes.
Come one, come all!
Go for
You
the
picked
weak
the wrong
point.
fight!
New melody.
You're mine!
Here's evil.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that. This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Amazing.
More lightning.
Dragon Swarm!
Catapult. Sleep now. Annihilate. Ready. Mega Ray.
You're mine!
Take this.
Annihilation.
Swallow Blade! Slash!
Raging storm. Got it.
Can you take it?
Now what's in?
Here I come!
Here's another.
Swallow Blade! Dragon
Ice
Swarm!
Prison. Where are you going?
Elusive deity.
Annihilation.
Can you take it?
Lightning.
A thrilling performance.
Take this! Slash! Swallow Blade!
It's
Blade inside me yearns to be let free!
Burning
Benediction
water.
You're mine!
Heal.
There you go. Don't let up. Spread. Dance in the wind. Confiscated.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging cascade.
It's over!
Healing circle. Spread. Dance in the
Elusive
wind.
deity. See what I can do.
Air thrust. I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Dragon Swarm!
In here. This one's
all
mine.
Dragon Swarm!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Heal.
Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt! Swallow Blade!
Wind astral energy.
Elusive deity! Here I come!
Raging cascade.
Swallow Blade!
Resonate with the earth.
Dragon
Dance in the
Swarm!
wind. Air thrust.
No further.
Lightning. Downfall.
Now, while it's reeling,
Take it down.
you're mine!
Can you take it?
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Catapult.
Tunnel.
You're mine!
Catapult.
You're finished! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Champion swirl.
You're escape!
Hear me. Flame of the Lightning runs to your heart. Here I come.
Take this.
Photon dance in the wind.
Not today!
Air thrust.
Take this!
Photon flare. This one's mine.
Elusive deity.
Here's a healing
pile
arc.
driver.
Think of death.
Here I come!
Benediction light.
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
In here.
Take this! I'm not done!
Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Everlasting dark.
Denied.
Negative gate.
Radiant
Dragon
sword.
Swarm!
Banana blade. Here goes. Razor cyclone. Radiant
Swallow
shadow.
Blade! I'm not done!
Raging cascade.
Dragon Swarm!
Spread.
Instinct shot.
I'm only getting started. Photon blast.
Sorry,
Lightning condemned.
I didn't want to put you off.
You're
What a
mine!
friend's for. We can't depend on one another.
You're right.
Wide open!
I'll bear that in
Won't
mind.
you?
Take me.
You're finished!
Go get him. Raging cascade.
Another. Forgive me.
Harder!
Not on my watch.
Burn in hell!
Lightning orb. All right. It's done. Everyone still doing all right?
Never mind us. You worry about you, Rinwell.
Right. I've still got fight in me yet.
Dragon Swarm!
Is this it? I can't believe this. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Run!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Take this!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Watch and dance in the wind. In here.
Here, let me help.
Get on in there with me.
Stop and die?
Double beam! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Take this!
Where are you going?
I'll face you. I'll face you. Tornado drive.
No gun! The flame inside me yearns to be lit up!
Tornado drive.
Ignite! I owe you one.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Finish it!
Begin.
Alpin, astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
No further. Power surges through me.
Sword Rain Alpha!
How's this? Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Win! Take this!
Burning
Stardust!
hit. What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Don't push yourself too hard. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
I won't forgive you!
Take this!
Dance in the wind. In here.
I'll take you all off! I'm not done!
First aid.
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Are those arms even natural?
Swallow Blade! Here I come! Swallow Blade! It's time!
Here's a healing.
Ah! Not today! I owe you one! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't...
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. Do it! Totally!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! Another one down.
Your skills are admirable. You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, What concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited.
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
Don't get careless.
You're mine!
Don't tell me you're dead.
Dragon form!
You're mine!
Thunder field! Dance in the wind! Air, is that statue wielding art?
Dragon form!
Now I've seen everything.
We got flyers!
I've got them. Let a marksman handle it.
Finish! All yours!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
Take this!
Here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have...
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Slash! Damn it! Dragon form!
Resonate with the
Swallow blade!
You're finished. I can feel you where you stand.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
The airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Here goes!
Dragon form!
I thought you were going to wreck the place. I'm not nearly finished yet. Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever. Nicely done.
Coming through.
Slash! Dragon form!
Raging cascade!
You're mine.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Swallow blade!
Flying free!
I don't feel like my usual self. Are you alright?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner. So sorry to disappoint you.
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll see about that.
Dragon form!
It's too much. Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up?
Let the
That's not to give me any ideas.
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all.
My turn! You're mine! Mirage!
Heal!
Thanks!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
courteous, aren't you?
Not today!
They're surrounding us!
Take this!
I'm grateful.
Dragon form! Now I can let loose!
Lightning confiscated!
Begin! I'm ready! Reload!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got on
Well done!
now!
Barely a blip on our radar. Let's dispose of the trash.
Raging cascade!
Burning
In here!
Water, hear my call!
Let's get your ass away!
You got Glacial Spear. Your wings won't save you from me.
Where that came from!
No escape! Slash! Swallow blade! Dragon form!
This one's mine!
Where are you going?
You're mine! Swallow
Do
blade!
it!
Dragon form!
Didn't even break a sweat.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renis Alma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her. Little help!
It's over! Not today!
Here
I come!
Here's a healing arc!
I can shatter any steel!
Dragon form!
Do it! Lightning orb!
Can you pesky airborne scoundrel?
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin! Very fast!
I don't
Here
think
goes!
it's good.
Here's evil! Hey, one at a time!
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer!
Slash! Swallow blade!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here!
Negative gate!
Take this!
Tempest
It's over!
wall!
Slash!
Air
The heavens must be smiling.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Resonate with the
You're
earth.
finished!
Galagna, where are you going?
It's on!
Raging storm!
Easter!
Mega ray!
Here I come! I'm ready!
Rage mega ray!
Dragon form!
To the fray! In here!
Slash! Swallow blade!
I'll be
Take
staying
this!
way.
We're in good form!
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak. Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Right, here goes! Take this!
Hands in the wind!
It's over!
In here!
Dragon Sword!
Get on in there with the others! Radiant launch! Hit!
Resonate
Up
with
and
the
down!
earth!
Let's go! Glacial
Take
Spear!
this!
Here's the
On
evil!
Swirl Blade! It got
Lightning
fire!
Natural Defense! I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! I'm on a roll!
All yours!
You play better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
The flame inside is yours to be let free! You're on! Take this! Burn it out!
I can do this.
Catapult!
Whoa!
Don't get careless.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Guess I misread the landing.
Get lost!
Light astral energy! Lightning
You're finished! Come one, come all! You're finished!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Little help!
Here I come! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Wow! Look what I just found.
Out of our way!
Come and face me. We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Air pressure!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
There's something in the water.
Lunch is the backbone of a day's meals.
I think that's his way of saying he's hungry now.
Good thing we've got you to interpret. Little help!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
You worked hard today too, didn't you, sweetie?
What do you think? Hopefully...
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Do you mind if we chat a bit?
Now there's something I never thought I'd hear you say.
Remember when we talked about what it was like for me growing up? Well, I thought it only fair that I also get to ask what you were like as a child.
My childhood? Maybe you missed the memo that was going around, but I can't remember anything of my past.
I know. Just whatever you can remember. There's gotta be something, right?
Let me think. Well, have I ever told you about my army days? Back when I used to serve under a Danan master?
Yeah, but that must have been after you were already grown up, right? Do you happen to remember anything from back when you were younger?
Actually, I remember I had a kid with me.
You had a kid?
No, of course not. The child's father was another soldier. Back in those days, we risked our lives for a master we'd never even seen. We just fought for them and didn't even question it. When that kid's dad died and I saw them sitting there crying, I felt this bitter, indescribable feeling. It was like I was drinking something toxic that I knew I shouldn't, but couldn't stop. It was strange. I never understood why I reacted like that. Soldiers died every day. It wasn't anything new.
What it tells me is that deep down, you were the same man then as you are now. You've never been able to accept injustice in the world.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to embarrass me. I wonder whatever happened to that master and poor kid. Not that there's any way of knowing now. You know, I just remembered that kid was good at sewing dolls. They gave me one once. It was a good luck charm to protect me.
Dolls? I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
We've reached our destination.
Seriously? I guess.
What? Sorry.
No way.
Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renan engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renan?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
This thing already looked plenty huge from afar. Seeing it up close makes it really hit home.
I didn't expect the journey to go so smoothly. I figured the Renans would send something to sink us.
Maybe they didn't think we had the nerve to come.
Somehow I kinda doubt that.
It's entirely possible they don't see us as a threat.
What do you mean?
That they think they're beyond our reach. Still, this structure is quite the unusual sight. Truth be told, never seen anything like it.
You're right. It doesn't look like the buildings on Lenegis at all. Or like any Renan structure for that matter.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that has people inside either. Yeah, it's definitely something creepy. What the hell is it even made of?
I don't know. It's not mechanical or biological, but it's definitely alive in some way.
Shion?
I'm okay. It's nothing.
Well, what do we do now?
We have to stop this thing from siphoning off all of Dana's astral energy. That means finding the core and smashing it to bits.
Okay, but look at the size of it. I don't know if we'll find the core just wandering around.
Good point. Can anyone get a read on the astral energy around us? Any kind of a sign?
There's a rather enormous flow of energy moving directly upwards. If we wish to follow it, we'll have to do some climbing.
Rinwell?
Over there?
Hey, what's up with you?
Huh?
You okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. When I was reaching out to the astral energy, I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. I couldn't make out any words, but it sounded like it wanted me to come to it.
This seems like a trap, right?
It's not a trap.
How can you tell?
Listen, I don't know why, but when it spoke to me, I knew it wasn't hostile.
What do you think?
It could well be a trap. However, it's also our only real option short of wandering aimlessly about.
Let's trust Rinwell on this.
You sure?
Yeah.
It beats the alternative, I guess. What did I say? Sheesh, it's like walking on eggshells around here.
Sometimes you have to choose your words more carefully, Law.
Huh? Oh, right.
It's noisy in here, isn't it?
Things should calm down a little once we're through with this place.
Optimistic as always.
I see that the interior of the wedge is every bit as strange and unusual as the exterior. Intriguing.
If I didn't see it come from Lenegis, I wouldn't believe it was Renan. Just what's with this place?
Yeah, it's all twisty and lumpy. Whatever it's all for, I'm stumped.
No choice. Here I come! Slack! And try harder! Not a chance!
Wind is the wind!
Dragon form!
Whatever you do, just stay away from the sport!
Swallow blade! You're mine! Come and face the flaming fire! Yours!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Now! Here I come!
Certainly not.
Swallow Blade! Dragon Form! You picked the wrong fight!
Too fast! Do it!
Stand back.
Astral Energy! Full throttle!
My turn!
Elusive deity!
I'm ready! Dragon Form!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing bang!
Water, hear my call!
Here I come!
Not in your dreams!
Do it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well, looky here. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Way.
Here I come! It's over! Easter!
Spread!
Resonate with the earth! This one's gonna be further!
Freeze Lancer! Seal!
Take this!
Resonate
Do
with
it!
the earth!
Seal! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Now!
Naturally!
It's on! Dragon Form! Not today!
Resonate with the earth!
You're mine!
Stalagmite!
Do it!
Swallow Blade!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Only the best materials in your gauntlet.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You escape! Dragon Form!
You're mine!
Swallow Blade! You're mine! I'll take you all on! Swallow Blade!
Elusive deity!
Where are you going?
Photon dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Steering flare!
It's over!
Reload!
Dragon Form!
Negative gate!
Steering
Resonate with the
Now!
earth!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always.
Here I hope
Now!
that was improved.
No, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
This is all Dana's astral energy.
Are you saying the Renans are funneling it through here to send to Lenegis?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Strike! Swallow Blade!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Burn it out!
Get on in there with the others!
It's over!
Magic Jam!
Dragon
Burn it
Form!
here!
We got fires!
Can't get out of this.
Let a marksman handle it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Now!
Go!
You're mine!
This is it! Back into the fray!
You're finished! Mirage! You're mine!
Here, one at a time!
Here I come!
Elusive deity!
Rotating pile driver!
Oh, Violet's already win!
Strike!
Card now!
Swallow
roll!
Blade! Dragon Form!
Please now! There! I'll be saving this
Now
one!
you see what I can
Do
do!
it! Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
Looks like it could be worth something.
This seems strange. Like it should be among creatures you'd find in a forest.
Cut it out! I don't need to hear that! It's gotta be man-made, right?
Were it so, it would not be any easier to predict. Remain vigilant.
Here's evil! This one's mine! Here goes!
Here I come! Slash! Not today!
Excited!
Here I come!
You're mine!
You're finished!
Wait!
Dragon
Form! Do it! Inition! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory.
Here I come!
Naturally.
You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Resonate with the earth!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance!
Photon
No
blast!
escape!
Confiscated!
Swallow Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
Inherit!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Gotta break through! Take this! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Dance!
Here I come!
Here's the dance
It's
in the
over!
wind!
Rotating
Here
Dragon Swarm!
I'm only getting started!
In a bind? Flying free? Why can't they just sit still?
No more
Seal,
playing nice!
can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Slash! I owe you one. It's
Resonate with the earth!
It's go-time!
Stalagmite!
Here's a healer!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
Well, those are impressive skills. They took a lifetime to master.
You know, have to keep training.
Get on in there! Eat some!
Dragon Swarm!
I never miss!
Stalagmite!
Swallow Blade!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
Now! Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Oh, violent darting wind!
Flame inside me yearns!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
I'll be safe!
Glad you're on our side, Dohalim.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Coming through!
Take this! Not today!
Water!
Take this!
Hear my call!
Rotating pile! Here I come!
It's like trying to keep up with the war!
Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Take this!
I'll smash you!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Swallow Blade!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Oh, violent darting wind! Card now through all!
Prepare to be sealed, Actually, time is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
Take this!
Now! Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
The flame inside me! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here,
Now!
let me help!
Here I come! Stunner! You picked the wrong fight!
Whoa, hey! Run in time!
It's over!
Here!
Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
My turn! Elusive deity!
Here's a healing
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
Okay,
Light
here I go.
energy! More with
You're finished!
Gemini Ultra!
Elusive
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
What's this thing?
And thus our strength yet grows.
Out of our way!
Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance!
Here, let me help.
Dragon Form!
I'll take you before. Two heads. Not even fair. I never miss.
Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
No escape!
Water, hear my
Take this!
elusive spear.
Dragon Form!
Tornado drive.
Freeze blade! Don't mind if I do.
You're mine! Swallow Blade!
Dragon Blade!
Benediction light.
Hear my air thrust!
I can carve through armor.
Dragon Swarm!
Lancer! Lightning orb! Raging cascade! Here I go!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning annihilation!
Now or never. Can't get out of this.
Here I come!
I'll heal you
It's
all!
over! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging storm!
Take this! It's over!
Just what I
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you
Dragon
too!
Swarm!
Seismic rupture.
Here I come! It's over!
Primed and ready! Raging cascade!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
In here! Water! Here I saving!
You're my try harder! Not a chance!
Another incantation ruined.
Iron for
Swallow Blade!
Not in your dreams!
Dragon Swarm!
Ready to trail.
Raging
Carve
cascade!
through armor.
Blast! This one's all mine!
Thank you.
Not today! You're mine!
Elusive deity.
Swallow Blade!
Beyond! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Here I come!
Naturally!
Swallow Blade!
I'll face you. It was a close thing.
Further! Hear me! Here's
Come
the
face
bearing
me.
in the wind! Here's my call!
Elusive deity.
Dance in the wind! Here's evil!
Not so fast.
Freeze Lancer! Denied! Photon! Dance in the wind! Air
You're
thrust!
on! Here I come! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Oh, violent guardian!
Take this!
Now,
Swallow Blade!
Sleep now!
It's over!
Do it!
Swallow Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! A whirling struggle! Glacial
Take this!
spear! Magic evil! Sleep now!
Burn in hell!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Wow. Look what I just found.